Good morning. This is your morning news update. I'm Matt Briscoe. Authorities in Galveston say an off-duty police officer shot and killed a woman following a disturbance. Galveston police said the incident occurred Thursday evening. They said the officer was out with family members when he spotted the disturbance and confronted an armed female. During the confrontation, the police spokesperson says the officer fired shots at the woman, who later died at the University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston. Her name has not been released. Media reports say that there was another person involved in the disturbance, and that person was taken into custody, but his relationship to the woman is unclear. Additional details about the shooting were not immediately available, and the Galveston County Sheriff's Office is investigating. A 25-year-old man arrested for possessing a destructive device is responsible for a January fire that destroyed a South Texas mosque, but he hasn't been charged with the blaze, federal prosecutors said Thursday. Mark Vincent Perez of Victoria appeared before a federal judge Thursday in Corpus Christi, where prosecutors presented evidence tying him to the January 28th blaze at the Victoria Islamic Center about 125 miles southwest of Houston. This according to Angela Dodge, a Justice Department spokesperson. She said he was arrested on March 3rd for possessing multiple commercially available pyrotechnic devices that were taped together and used on January 15th when he tried to set a car on fire. The charge is not related to the mosque. However, at a detention hearing on Thursday, today, according to Dodge, we presented evidence that was involved in the incident. According to the information presented to the court, he allegedly burglarized the mosque on January 22nd and then again on January 28th, at which time he also set the fire. The fire subsequently was ruled an arson, and federal investigators had said there were no immediate evidence that the blaze was a hate crime. No one was hurt in the fire. Federal prosecutors had a busy day yesterday in Corpus Christi. They said 10 people affiliated with the Texas-based Latino prison gang have been arrested in a coordinated series of roundups in Corpus Christi, Houston, and San Antonio. The Justice Department says the arrests are part of a 3-year investigation of drug trafficking involving members of the Hermandad de Pistoleros Latinos, or HPL gang. 4 are charged with conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine and 2 with conspiracy to distribute heroin. 3 others are charged with conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine and distribute the drug. Besides the drug charge, the 10th person arrested also faces a weapons charge. Penalties if convicted on the charges vary from 10 years to life in prison. An East Texas judge has set a $250,000 bond for a man facing capital murder charges for a fatal weekend fire in Tyler County. State District Judge Delinda Gibbs Walker ordered a bond Thursday for 37-year-old Bruce Lee Chance. Chance was arrested without incident during a traffic stop near Woodville. Authorities said his last known address was in Orange, which is in far southeast Texas, near Beaumont. 1 person was killed in the fire Sunday evening near Dam B, about 50 miles north of Beaumont. The victim's not yet been identified. Tyler County Sheriff Brian Weatherford says deputies are looking into other suspects who might be involved in the case. The case remains under investigation. In news from the Texas wildfires, state agriculture officials and ranchers are scrambling to secure feed and other supplies for approximately 10,000 cattle and horses that fled this week from wildfires in the Texas Panhandle. Texas A&M AgriLife Extension said Thursday that about 4,200 large bales of hay are needed to feed displaced animals over the next 2 weeks. Trucks to shuttle animals from one location to another and fencing are among the needs as ranchers recover from wildfires that killed 4 people and burned about 750 square miles in Texas. Wildfires also ravaged parts of Colorado, Kansas, and Oklahoma. Jace Winters, a spokesperson for the Texas Cattle Feeders Association, said preliminary counts indicate that about 1,500 cattle were killed in the fires, but a more precise accounting will be held in the next few weeks or days. Texas Governor Greg Abbott on Thursday suspended some permit requirements and transportation restrictions so supplies of hay could get more quickly to ranchers in the 8 Texas Panhandle counties hit the hardest by wildfires. His order covers transport of round bales of hay and also includes waivers for shipments coming into the disaster area from other counties in the state. The governor said in a letter to Raymond Palacios Jr., chairman of the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles, that he wanted to, quote, ensure that state regulation is not an unnecessary barrier to the emergency transport of hay, end quote, to ranchers in Carson, Gray, Hemphill, Lipscomb, Ochiltree, Potter, Roberts, and Wheeler counties. The Department of Motor Vehicles is asking shippers to contact the agency if their load tops 14 feet in height. And in sports news, Tony Romo remained with the Dallas Cowboys as of the first day of free agency. Although the quarterback essentially said goodbye to Dallas fans in a video posted on Twitter, Romo wasn't released. Not long after that, news broke that Houston had traded your quarterback Brock Osweiler to Cleveland, which led in instant speculation that the Texans would target Romo, Dallas' franchise leader in passing yards and touchdowns posted. I just wanted to tell some of you that it's been a crazy 48 hours here, Romo said, as Bob Dylan's Times They Are A-Changin' played in the background. Me and my family felt the outpouring of support and love from all of you. It's been overwhelming and it doesn't go unnoticed. I want to say thank you, and we have a lot to think about going forward, but we'll see what happens, end quote. Romo turns 37 next month and missed most of the last 2 seasons with injuries. He lost his starting job to rookie Dak Prescott while recovering from a back injury sustained in the preseason. And everyone expected a free agency flurry when the NFL season began Thursday. Predicting what happened with Brock Osweiler was beyond one of the many projections. 1 year after signing a 4-year deal with the Houston Texans, then losing the starting job to Tom Savage late in the season before returning to win a playoff game, Osweiler is headed to Cleveland. The Texans basically took whatever deal they could get to rid themselves of a $16 million payout to the quarterback in 2017. The Browns and Texans are also swapping 4th and 6th round picks in 2017, and Cleveland gets a 2018 second rounder. Far more predictable was the Chicago releasing of Jay Cutler, who had no guaranteed money left in his contract. Cutler led the Bears in the 2010 NFC Championship game, but otherwise struggled in Chicago. That's your morning news update. I'm Matt Briscoe. Have a great day. We'll be back here throughout the day with your news updates. Have a good day. We'll see you soon.